Laura, welcome back to my channel. B-Boys is back with a slam dunk. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about, but before we do, don't forget if you want this song or any of your favorites to end up on our Fandom Favorites Top 30 chart, check that in the description box down below. Let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, okay. Little old school hip hop. Ooh, I like that change up.
Everybody ready on the floor? 3, 2, 1, here we go now. Yeah, we straight to the top. 좀 비켜봐 내 앞에서 come out. Yeah, I'm breaking your crown. 다 떨어진 감정이 뻔한. Moving like an illusion.
Ooh, I like the choreography.
Alright, you ready? We need to throw it down.
Oh, that was a cool transition.
Alright, check it out. Yeah, we got it through the bar. Yeah, we straight to the top. 좀 비켜봐 내 앞에서 come out. Yeah, I'm breaking your crown. 다 떨어진 감정이 뻔한. Moving like an illusion. 뜨거워지는 분위기에. Smash it up, yeah.
That was an interesting move. Okay, bridge, let's go.
We're freaking boys. 소리 없이 날아올라 make a shot. Go straight, go fade, oh yeah. Alright, yeah. Keep it awesome. We can do this all night long, no matter what happens. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. We go up, up, down with love. 계속 미친 듯이 올라가. Let's go, let's go. We go up, up, down with love. Slam down. We go up, up, down with love. 계속 미친 듯이 올라가. Let's go, let's go. We go up, up, down with love. Slam down. I'm the champion.
I like that at the ending. Okay, guys, I want to preface this with my own personal opinion. And, you know, I always give my opinions, but I always want to be honest. This is not a style of song that I particularly vibe with, okay? So it's not that they are not doing well or anything like this. I just don't vibe with this kind of style. It's never been my thing. But I always try to like see within things that I maybe don't necessarily like and talk about the positives and everything that goes with that, right? So I just want to preface this by saying, like I said, this is not my style, so I didn't really enjoy it that much, just because the style of the song is not something that I enjoy. So, but that being said, I thought they did a really, really good job. I really enjoyed the kind of pre-chorus part. The singing was very nice in both of the different pre-choruses. The first one, I liked the rhythmic play on the words. It was really interesting to listen to. And in the second pre-chorus, we had a little more movement and some ad-libs, which I absolutely loved. I really enjoyed, I think I've listened to one other song by them, and I really enjoyed their vocals. I think they have a really good vocalist. They do a really nice job. And and it was really fun. And I also loved their energy throughout this entire song. I thought they had great energy. The choreography was really like fun to watch and interesting. I especially loved, there was that one point that I pointed out, they were like in a straight line. I really thought that was cool. It's like in the bridge, which was nice. In the pre-chorus, I also like how they had a little pause before going into the chorus where they kind of took away the instrumentation and they said something. So the first one I actually wrote down, everybody ready on the floor, and then 3, 2, 1 before going into the chorus, which very good, building up building up that suspension, wondering in anticipation of what's going to happen next. So I really enjoyed that. And I thought they had a cool transition in before going into that second verse out of the chorus. I thought that was really interesting. The instrumentation kind of changed up and happened with that. And then again, we get into that pre-chorus again with that ad-libs, which I really, really enjoyed. And we had a pause this time again. I didn't write down what they said, but before going to that chorus again, building that anticipation, still being something, and I like how they were different, right? They weren't the same words that were happening going into everything. So it's important for things to, like we talk about in music, it's important for things to be repetitive, but we also don't want it to be like too repetitive. So I thought that was a good part to it. And then in the bridge, I love the change in the instrumental. It was one of those things where I was just like, oh, this is a really interesting bridge. I really liked it. And in the chorus, I tend to not like when groups do like a group sing. It's just not something that I particularly like. But here, it actually really worked because I thought that it brought up the energy even more. And I was wondering, like, as I was listening to this, if maybe they would have mixed it a little bit different, because I felt very much like at the same dynamic. But you could tell based on their energy, like where they had more like moments of like bursts of energy and things like that. So I would have loved to see some play with dynamic there too. But overall, like, I really loved how they were so energetic. Like I said, I really love the pre-chorus. So the fact that this song, like, isn't my style, I hope that you guys understand that. But I still think that they did a really good job. I think it was a good fit for them. But tell me what you guys thought about this song. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of this particular song or MV? And I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, if you want this song or any other song to end up on our Fandom Favorites Top 30 chart, check that in the description box. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you want me, and I alive, and I'm just